within a 50-mile radius of downtown Springfield, you're looking at about 350,000 people in the Ozarks. So it's growing.
And so it's a good-sized city, ladies and gentlemen. I've been there on business a number of times. They have really top-notch hotels and restaurants. You're not going to be going to some little podunk town with no amenities. In fact, they even got an airport there that feeds from the major airports, don't they?
That is correct. Yeah, they built I don't know, they spent $100 million on a new airport here in the last couple of years. Now we're having the event at the Springfield Exposition Center, which is in downtown Springfield, a lovely facility. Just like I said earlier, we just recently built it. Across the street is the University Plaza Convention Center and Hotel, which is first class. So yeah, and there's multiple hotels surrounding the venue. So it's going to be
the usual American situation where you could fly into the airport at Springfield, get a shuttle bus to your hotel, which is walking distance from the Expo Center, and walk back and forth from your hotel to the Expo Center. Would that be accurate?
Oh, most certainly, with multiple hotels and venues
all
very
in
close.
walking
Yes,
distance.
Sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right.
Everything
right. Well,
would be
that's important because I just want to reassure people that they can fly in there, not have to worry about getting a rental car. Just take the shuttle bus to your hotel across the street from the Expo Center, and it saves a lot of grief and aggravation to be able to get on the shuttle bus, go to your hotel, not have to deal with getting a rental car and all that mess.
Most certainly. And I mean, people, it's the University Plaza Hotel, and you can go to our website, getpreparedexpo.com, and find out all the details of the hotel. We got good deals. Sue Martin is our very good friend down there, and she's helping us with all the accommodations, and it's going to be a great time.
I don't know if they've contacted yet, but some friends of mine that make the Edison batteries, ZapWorks, I've asked them to become exhibitors there. It's a very unique technology that would be very helpful. I've got here in front of me all the list of seminars. It's very extensive, very comprehensive. Why don't we have you got the list in front of you there, Mark?
I do not have the list in front of me. I apologize, John. Can you go down some of them?
Let me just start at one here. We'll just comment on each one rather than just list them off. Survival economics.
Yes, our good friend Vince is going to instruct us in that course.
Good. And
Vince has an MBA from Syracuse. He's a smart guy. He worked for 3 of the largest banks in the country as their credit card banker and dreamer, and he's a man who completely understands finance, and he's going to tell you to get out of those paper promises and get into more tangible resources, precious metals, and he's got a very unique financial plan that people need to hear, and he's a success at living the preparedness lifestyle. So that's going to probably be the premier seminar we have at the Expo.
Yeah, I think I may want a seat in that one. Next would be an NRA course titled "Refuse to be a Victim."
Yeah, we have a multi-million-dollar facility that was just built here south of town. It's called the Sound of Freedom Gun Range. It's one of the premier in the country. And those folks are going to come in, and they're going to teach a Missouri concealed carry orientation class. So if you have an interest in getting a concealed carry permit, they're going to tell you what it consists of and what you need to do. And also they're going to do a refuse not to be a victim orientation as a part of that class. And that's really designed for the ladies to teach them how to defend themselves in a very dangerous situation. As you know, I mean, in this economy, I mean, John, coming out of government, I'm seeing the revenues are diminishing. I mean, they're cutting back on various services. California last year cut back on their prison population 5%. Missouri's getting ready to do the same thing, and they're laying off law enforcement personnel as well. So that means crime is going to go up. People have to be prepared to defend themselves. They have to be armed, and they have to know about security devices, and we're going to have security personnel exhibiting on site and doing seminars. So that's a wonderful, wonderful course.
Outstanding. Okay, next we've got kind of related, home safety and security farms. Buying your first one.
Yes, we have a retired Army major, a man who had 15,000 guys under his command at one time in regards to firearms training, is going to be instructing that class, and he's going to teach people what type of proper firearms do you need in the home? I mean, do you need an AR? Do you need a pistol? I mean, what type of bullet is going to go through the sheetrock? How to set up a perimeter and all those
Hold that thought. We got a break here, Mark.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is J.R. Moore. It is Thursday the 24th. Mark, we got our first caller here, Roger in Arkansas. Good morning, Roger.
If we ain't one of them fortunate 50, how does one obtain tickets?
Well, get on the internet and get your tickets now, Roger, while they're still there.
Well, I don't have internet at my house. I have to go to the library, and the library doesn't open until 10.
Okay. Well,
Roger, you could call us. I'll give you a number, and after I get off the air, if you'll give me a buzz, we'll reserve you some tickets. The number is 417-200-4715. And if other folks are out there and want to go online and purchase tickets, they can do that at getpreparedexpo.com, and you can buy them online. You can also pre-buy all of our tickets, our dinner tickets with John Moore and John Statmiller, and all of our lunch and breakfast speakers as well. You can buy those, our VIP reception, and we can also, our concert, Saturday night with the Gaither guys are going to be there, and you can pre-buy those. And also Sunday afternoon we're going to have a rally, and I forgot to mention this earlier, John, but Sheriff Richard Mack is going to be there. He's going to be our rally speaker along with Eric Ferris. He's the Branson Tea Party organizer, recently organized one of the largest tea parties in America. He's going to be there. And then John Statmiller, your boss, is going to be one of our rally speakers, and we'll have Gary McSpadden and some of the other Gaither folks singing in the afternoon, and we'll be doing some speechifying and some singing. And so anybody who wants tickets to that, go to getpreparedexpo.com. They're on sale right now.
okay, Roger, we got you covered.
How much are they?
Well, they're $7 at the door. Now, if you buy them before, it'll be $5. And actually, what we'll do is, Roger, when you go online, I don't know if it's up right now, but it will be up sometime today, where you can print off a $5 coupon right off of the internet. So when you show up, it'll be a $5 ticket for you. Our goal here is to make this as affordable for people as we can. And here's another factor here, John. We are so committed to educating and informing and getting people prepared for some coming tough times that if you don't have $5, we don't care. You come to me and say, hey, you don't have $5, you can't get in, you're under financial hardship. I know a lot of people are getting laid off these days. There's no excuse not to come to the Expo. If you don't have the money, we're going to let you in, because this is something that everybody needs in America right now.
Absolutely. Roger, anything else, sir?
Yeah.
Roger?
I copied down something you said earlier. The steam engine is going to be here?
Steam engine, yes, absolutely.
Okay, because the other day it mentioned the 14th in Springfield, the Steam Power Conference, and so I just wondered if this was the same thing.
Absolutely.
This is not the Steam Power Conference, but Mike Brown will be there with his steam engines.
Okay.
That is correct. Mike Brown will be there. He's probably considered the premier steam power engineer in the country today, and he's written multiple books. And I think the last time he did a seminar, I think 1,000 people showed up, and he's going to be there. And actually, we're going to give away, listen to this, Mike Brown is going to give away a 3-horsepower steam engine at the Expo.
Whoa, that's very generous of Mike to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much those things, hundreds or thousands of dollars. I don't know.
The three, you're looking at almost $2,000, yeah.
There you go, $2,000 steam engine. We're also going to be giving away, 12 personal computers. We're going to be giving away emergency radios. We're going to give $500 worth of silver dollars away, and there multiple other items we're going to be giving away as well. So just to show up and put your name in for the free giveaways is worth the trip, I can assure you.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun, Roger. I look forward to meeting you.
Well, I tell you, I'm just fixing to buy a motorcycle, and a buddy of mine are looking for a little field trip to go on, and this sounds like the perfect thing.
It sounds like it.
Thank you much,
Roger. Thank you for your call. We appreciate it. The call number, ladies and gentlemen, is 800-313-9443. Mark, let's see. We were left off, I believe, at the home safety and security farms, and next would be alternative energy and solar power.
Yes, we have actually a couple of guys who are going to come in and talk about solar, wind, and various alternative forms of energy to use. You know, John, down here in Springfield 4 winters ago, we had a massive ice storm, and it shut down about 3/4 of the city. Do you remember that?
3 inches of solid ice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a mess. At my house in North Springfield, I was without power for 14 days.
I believe
it was it was a mess. And at that time, what happened was a lot of people weren't prepared, including us. But a lot of people since then have went out and bought generators. I mean, they were selling for thousands of dollars during that time. And then, you know, people hooked them up, and they really haven't used them since.
Right.
And what has happened is a lot of people don't understand the fact that, once you hook up a generator, you know, people are sitting outside with a 4 and 5 gallon gas can, and they don't realize, they think that 4 or 5 gallons is going to run that generator for 4 or 5 days. No, that's not the case. It's about a gallon an hour. 5 gallons will get you 5 hours.
Well, it depends on the gen set, but I understand.
Yeah.
I talk about this frequently, Mark, about how to have alternative power.
Sure.
Bottom of the hour break. Mark, hold on. The call number is 800-313-9443. And my website is thelibertyman.com. Check it out. You'll find some things there you may not know even exist. Mark, we need to do this at least 1 hour every week up until the date of the event, I believe, don't you?
Brother, I tell you what, I appreciate that offer, and I will most certainly come on. Maybe we can get Vince to come on an hour as well. He's a very unique, articulate guy. Maybe we can get him on the radio with us next time.
Well, maybe so. He can sit there in his bunny slippers and a cup of coffee in his hand and talk to us.
I can tell you, he's a Black Angus cattle rancher, man. He's up early, so he'd probably have to come in from the field to get on the phone. Yeah,
there's cattle ranching is what takes place in my area, and there's some hard-working men. These guys, I mean, God bless them. It's not the only thing tougher that I can think of is dairy cattle. You just don't get any vacation.
Yeah, you can't leave. You're exactly right. Speaking of Vince, he just emailed me, John, and he said over half of our tickets are already given away. So I just wanted to mention to folks, if you want to go to getpreparedexpo.com, the email address is right there at the top. Email us, put in the subject line, free tickets, and we got about 20 left to give away. And then at the end of the day, what we'll do, John, is we're going to draw 2 names. So we're going to give away 2 tickets. You can bring a guest. And we're going to have our exclusive VIP reception with you and John Stadtmiller and Pat Shannon and all of our other guests and sponsors. And you can come, and I think that's a $40 value. We're going to give that away, and then I will email you the names, and you can announce those tomorrow on the air if you want, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't mind. A lot of our listeners want to be kind of private people, though. So,
but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I want to respect their privacy. If they want to be named out publicly, I certainly wouldn't mind doing it. Okay, next on the list here, veterinarian, first-time farming.
Yes, we have this is actually Vince's personal veterinarian who's going to come and talk about, because what we're trying to do, John, is trying to encourage people to, get out of Dodge land. We got a realtor who specializes in small farms, small farmettes, and we want to teach people, the type of farm they need to choose. What type of topography. If you need a pond, if you need spring water, you need a cave. Lots of caves here in Missouri, especially, and teach people what kind of farm they need to pick out, and then raise some cattle, raise some pigs, chickens, and things of that sort. And our veterinarian is going to come and tell people what exactly type of animals would be conducive to the climate that they live in, and how to properly raise them. I mean, this is a whole lot different than, dogs and cats hanging around the cattle out in Wright County. You realize that real quick, and so we're going to have a vet come and and talk about the proper way to handle these animals.